Our
This
volume
is
wasn't working.
this is life. All right, hi, happy New Year.
Happy
Um,
New Year,
Happy New
guys.
Year.
it's the first Kigu Talk since last year, and it's rough out here, y'all. Um, I'm like totally not with it today, which is just strange for me, or not strange. I don't know. It depends. Um, but we made it. That's what is important, is that we made it, and the date
Woo.
didn't reset, and nothing happened, and no air raid sirens, or as far as we know, everything's still okay ish.
Ish.
Ish. This is only the
Um,
second day of the new year,
it is
so
only the second day of the new year, and it's already just a little. Uh, Welcome to episode 5, where it is our chill podcast. Because I don't know. I'm
None of us are
we're.
feeling
None of us are feeling
life.
it
Have you
today,
noticed none of us are in our
so
Kiku at all?
we
Like
didn't even
we are
bother.
done. 2021. We don't give two shits. So
No, bro. I almost died last year. I'm just glad to have fucking made it.
Look, I'm
anyway,
just here.
Yeah.
So
to our 7 viewers, my name's Capri, and I'm living.
hi. Oh
Yeah.
no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. See, it's all the dynamics off. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
um, Hi, I'm Liz, who's conventionally not here apparently. Um,
And also very sorry.
and very sorry. Um,
You're
if you
good,
didn't
Liz.
know, then I'm super sorry. I'm super sorry.
All of us have brain fog today, but we'll try our best. Good thing it's a chill episode. So
Yeah, we're something.
We're gonna
Um,
play some fucking
we're
games
gonna
with
we're
your local
gonna
babushka.
we're gonna try and play some Jackbox.
Play Jack books.
I have 6, so trivia murder party 2. You ready for some trivia and murder and partying? All right. Let's see. Do we have any announcements this week other than hi, we're alive, and I guess that's just how it is right now? Like, do anybody have any announcements? I don't have any announcements.
No.
Well. Oh,
I'm
well, we have a Discord now, so
yeah.
that's an
Oh
announcement.
yeah.
We have a Discord.
Yeah.
We didn't
Our
have that
lovely
last
Discord.
time.
Yes, we didn't have it in the 2 weeks that we've been out, but
But
Trust me,
now
I've
we
been
have one.
procrastinating this whole week about it too because, I was like, oh, I'm going to open this, and then just decided that I wasn't going to open this. And so, here we go. But we have a Discord now. It's, probably quiet, but it's comfy. And, you just kind of talk whenever you want to. That's cool.
it's a safe space.
It's a safe
Yeah.
space. Like,
It is.
I just talk too much because, like, literally, if anybody knows this, I just never leave Discord ever. So you just pretty much tell when I'm asleep, though, because there's a yellow moon. But for the most part, that there's a green dot. So, like, if you just ever felt like talking, I'm a late night person. So, if any late night people, if you just, want to hang, hi, I'm here. I'm a vampire. It's cool. I usually don't go to bed till like 4 in the morning.
And
So,
sometimes you just need to vibe and chat.
I do want to do like a Stitch and Bitch, but yeah. Anyways,
Mhm.
we'll talk more about that in like the Discord. But that's all the announcements we have, other than hi, we were live and we have a Discord, and we hope that everybody else is alive or, you know,
I hope you
vibing.
guys had a relaxing New Year's
Oh
or Christmas
yeah,
at the very least.
you shouldn't have been partying. Don't come up here and tell me that you've been partying now. We
We will
don't do
kick
that
you
here.
out.
We're responsible. If you like partied as in like you partied in your own like unit that you live with, then that's cool. Like that's a cool party. But I mean like going outside. You didn't go outside, did you? No. What did you guys get for Christmas? Because we didn't have a episode. last week. So,
Oh
tell
yeah.
us what you got for Christmas. It's time to brag. You know, tell us about
Who
it
wants to go
while we
first?
just randomly like be like, yeah, this is what I got for Christmas, and
I
while we're
got an
telling her like,
entire Gigi outfit and my
what's a
rings. Gigi from Kiki's Livery Service.
okay.
The
I
cat.
Oh,
I got a skirt
it's
and
so
some
cute.
earrings and a necklace to go with the shirt that I had. And I also have leggings that have him on it. So I've got an entire fucking outfit now.
oh
That's
my
so
god, it's
cute.
cute. Oh yeah, you
Oh.
got VG jewelry, didn't you? Because I'm
I
jealous.
did.
Yes,
Oh my
you did.
god.
Oh,
I did.
so jealous.
I
I'm so
got
jealous, man. I want
3
like
rings, actually.
see, I'm jealous. I think I'm gonna pull the trigger and actually buy one. Like I'm gonna stop pussing
Do
around and
it.
actually
Do
just
it.
order one. I've been like, oh my god, she's got the cutest stuff for about like 6 months now, and just never
I
pull the
bought that
trigger.
Cardcaptor Sakura ring. I'm not even gonna lie.
That Snow Miku ring, like I want it
It's
so bad.
gorgeous. I
It's so
know.
gorgeous.
I
And then
want
she
all
had
the
like a
cards.
If
butterfly choker. And
yeah,
I'm a sucker for butterflies. So it's like, go ahead. You want me to buy something? Just,
Cough, cough, fail.
oh,
you want to buy me, you just want
her
me to buy
is super
something? Just
fucking
put
cute.
butterflies. And
Mhm.
it is, you already told us what you got for Christmas, but you can say it again. It's okay.
Well, if you guys have been living under a rock, I finally got a sewing machine for Christmas.
We're
And
gonna have a sewing episode next week,
Oh,
yes, it's
yeah.
perfect for
just in
me.
time.
Yes.
We'll actually be more alive. next,
That's the
next week.
hope. That's the hope.
Yeah.
We'll be more alive next week.
Mhm.
So yeah, what else did you get? You got a sewing machine. She's joining the makers.
Finally.
The horror of maker life. I don't know. I say that, but I thoroughly enjoy making stuff, so I can't really say anything. Like, yeah.
Same. I just have burnout so bad right now. Like,
I am in overdrive state, but now it's I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like I'll probably talk about it in like the talking shop channel because it's just I'm in this overdrive state of ideas and don't know how to hone myself. So Liz is just going through an entirely different crisis. Once per week, the usual. So,
Yeah.
I got a
I'm just
DSLR
out of
camera
yeah.
finally. So I joined
oh
the
yeah, you did.
yeah. I joined the DSLR gang. I'm
Yeah,
here. I made
yeah.
it. I emerged. Because let's be real, we're probably not gonna have cons until next year. Anybody who's thinking December is like our holdout, I have. If you've just been ignoring the current political climate, then I have bad news for you.
They
Just be prepared to just do
Just be
not only
prepared
that, but they're
for
just
next
screwing
year.
up the rollout of the vaccine anyways. So anyone that was relying on that to compensate for just the political negligence, you can't rely on
It's
that because we're getting it slower than everyone else.
yeah.
I'll put it this way,
We're
like
still higher than anyone else. The
if
damn globe.
you
Well, and they also have had 2 nurses now, I think, destroy at least
no,
500
one of it was
doses.
a pharmacist. One was a
Yeah,
pharmacist
one
and
of
he
them
did
was
Oh,
it
yeah,
like
it
I
was
was
a
yeah.
like,
pharmacist and a nurse. Yeah, 2 people. So, but 2 people
They
got
destroyed
like
like I think
destroyed that
500
many
doses or
doses.
yeah,
something. Yeah.
that's
It's my point is that you might as well just go ahead and get ready for another year of self shoots and really kind of go out, y'all, because I think this year's going to be interesting. I can't wait to see what people come up with because now that we have all this time to just kind of not spend thousands of dollars on cons, it's like,
mm-hmm.
you know,
Focus on creating, guys. Buy
honestly, I'm about to buy like a ring light and like maybe some the movable lights so I can actually
mm-hmm.
adjust the light with my backdrop. And maybe like get a green screen so I can like figure out how to actually Photoshop for freaking once.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so that kind of draws into what we want to
I
talk
need to
about
order
next
new
is
lights.
our what's your goals? Well, what's our goals for 2021? You know.
Um, so this kind of goes with the fact I got a sewing machine. So as everyone and probably their mothers know, I am level zero point 0.5 when it comes to sewing. And so like I've been messing around with mine a little bit and I'm hoping to just start like slow and at my pace. And luckily like I have a lot of noodles and friends that are like giving like their support and guidance to me and things like that. But basically this year I just want to like be able to sew some part of my cosplay from that sewing machine because I know I'm gonna be also like very busy with like non-cosplay stuff this year. And yeah, so I'm going to go around a circle. Who wants to go next?
I have never done this before. I have never done the whole goals for the year thing. Like so
It's okay. I mean, yeah, it's okay. I was gonna
Is
tell
there any
myself
cosplay
like,
that you're thinking of this year? Anything?
uh I guess I guess I'm gonna try and get back into sewing again because I really did fuck all this year. I made two things maybe. I don't know. No, I made more than two things. I made things for other people. I want to make more for me this year.
Yes.
Also, transition out of the job that I have because I do not want to be here. So then I'll have more brain power to want to do costumes.
yeah. So I guess I have I don't know. I have some goals. I guess. One of them is honing craftsmanship because it's not that I think that my craftsmanship is bad. I just always feel like there's more to learn. There's always something that you can always improve on. So, trying to improve more on foam smithing and sewing. So basically, kind of what I've been doing lately, or well, the last 6 months out of the year, is just whatever, kind of taking my time on more pieces and being more patient. I have this thing, I'm super impatient when it comes to sewing. It's bad. I like get super impatient, and sewing is not a skill that you want to be super impatient with. So I get,
Mhm.
you know, so trying
I wear
to learn more. I'm trying to get better at skills. As far as cosplay goes, I don't have any. Like, I have stuff that I'm working on, but there isn't anything that's like a big cosplay goal because I usually have a big cosplay goal for the year. Like, there's usually a massive project that I'll like get involved with. But everything has been tiny projects because my hand, like I said, my hand is in everything. Like, I'm just dipping my hand in various jars and everything. So, like, I have the podcast, and then I'm like trying to create the Wings Club wings, and I keep flip flopping between what I want to do. And then I have an abnormally high fascination with LED lights. So I like to put LEDs in everything. If I can do it, I would. Trust me, I'll try. I love tinkering with that stuff. But I honestly haven't in like 2 years. So I have a bag of NeoPixels that are just literally sitting in my Tupper. I mean, honestly, I don't even know. It just catches all my things. It catches all my cosplay things. And I'm trying to do something. I said I want to do a light up skirt. I also said I want to do fiber optic wings, but again, of course, this is me, so I have to focus. And then I'm starting on Babu's bow, so that's a constant. The bow, and like Valera. But as far as anything, I think I'm trying to narrow it down to like 4 to 5 projects, and then just whatever suits my fancy. Because apparently, I think I'm starting to take more enjoyment out of doing smaller projects. So like prop work. Something that doesn't take me 6 months and makes me want to cry. Uh, so probably not another fail. I don't know. Maybe I don't. Not probably not like another Titania because I do want to do Titania, but I just I don't know. I don't know.
I
I
don't.
just
do things at your own pace, Liz. We
I'm
got
just
you.
doing things at my own pace. I'm trying not to be such a weenie. I said this because I even tweeted about it. I was like, I gotta stop being such a coward. I mean, unless it's something that like actually threatens my life. But as far as like,
Someone points a gun at you while like show this right
yeah.
now.
But as far as creativity goes, I hold myself back too much. I just gotta do it.
Just do it. And if you don't
I
feel
just
like it,
gotta do
you
it. I
know,
gotta stop being a
Y'all, I
fucking
seriously am having a
weenie.
hot flash. I gotta go put some shorts on.
It's okay.
got you. It's fine. It's a chill episode.
It's a chill episode. But nah, I just really gotta, I don't know. Like I just really gotta go for it. So that's my advice for people this year. Is if, go for a little bit more, than you did last year. Like if you're like, I don't know, I don't want it. I'm not gonna be like LLC Twitter where every time we get money they're like, go and invest that in a business. I can't stand that, by the way. It's like, you got $600, you can put that in a business, but they don't realize that starting a business is super hard. We're not talking about like Etsy store. They're talking about like business, and it's just stop. Like $600 isn't even gonna $600 isn't even gonna cover it. Maybe a PS5, but that's but I gotta, and I hope to work more with the community too, honestly. So I guess like the Kigu Talk Discord is kind of like an undercover motive to like interact more with the community.
Hopefully, get more Kigu people into
I
our
mean,
Discord.
but even if we don't,
Yeah.
that's still like a pocket of
Yeah,
people that
of
we can
course.
like talk to. So, like, it's just making more friends and having more people to talk to. I
Yeah.
feel
That's
like a lot of the stir crazy shit that goes on in my head, it's nice to talk to another cosplayer about. Or it's like, I don't know if I, what do I do to take the next step? Like social media, like, nightmare. It's like, how am I going to grow? What am I going to do? Blah,
Ooh,
blah, blah.
that's a whole
Yeah.
episode in itself. But
But yeah,
speaking of, I think another goal that I like failed to mention was that I had a lot of like inadequacy issues last year, especially like towards the end of this year. And anyone that's seen my TL probably has noticed. So like I'm trying to get better with that in terms of like overcoming like my self-doubts and burnout this year. And I also want to spend less time on social media if possible. But I don't know, given the current climate. So who the fuck knows? So
man,
I
I
was
don't
gifted a plate of
even
food
know.
while I was out.
you you magically just come back in with the most random things back there.
I know this time it's fried chicken and gravy over rice.
Oh my gosh. See, this is the
Yeah.
kind of food that I wanted today. I was like, man, I just really want some like soul food, something smothered in gravy. Like
I got some Asian food
I
downstairs,
just-
but I'm gonna
just
wait till
like
we
I need
get to the game.
it.
I don't even fucking care. I will be.
Alright.
Y'all can
So-
watch me eat. Y'all can eat dinner with us. It's fine.
Yes, it's
I
fine.
mean, technically, I'm
Y'all
gonna be
better
like
be
half eating
eating.
at the Jack
Stay
Box thing
hydrated.
anyway. Stay hydrated. So our thing today is con stories because we just wanted a chill episode, honestly. Next week is Sewing 101, and we just kind of wanted a chill way to bring in the new year. That's why we're playing Jackbox later. Hope you'll join. So, we have con stories. So, I will probably talk about mine personally towards the end. So,
I can
wants
talk
to go
about my
first?
13-person hotel room.
All right, go ahead.
all right, yeah, let's.
We're going.
I wanted to hear about this too because what?
So there was a miscommunication, okay? And it was my first time being in charge, like being partially in charge of a hotel room. And mind you, I was 18. I had just turned 18 the month before. So I thought that they needed me to find a total of 6 other people, not including the people in the room. They meant 6 people total, including who was in the room. And neither of us knew that the miscommunication happened until it was too late. And then we were like, you know what? This is the cheapest fuck room. Let's just do it.
Oh, Lord.
And so we did. And unfortunately, one of the gentlemen in the room snored very, very loudly.
Oh dear.
And
Oh.
he was
Oh, I see.
on this. So we had literally 3 people in the queen mattresses. There was 2 queen mattresses. And so 6 people on the beds. There was one person, I had brought bedding, and he had set it up between the beds, and he just was sleeping there. There was another person sleeping somewhere else on the floor. And there was someone on the air mattress, and then we had another room connected to us. I think that's where the number, like the 13 people total, came from. But we had most of the people stuffed into this one room because it was only 3 people in the other room. But we had 10 in the room that we had
Yeah,
because
see, that's why
they
the
only wanted
hotels
3 in the
hate
one.
people.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, you can't have damn people.
Yeah,
in the damn
the
home."
person, there was a married couple that had booked the room, and they were like, y'all ain't bringing any of those people in here. And they're like, it's just us and this guy. We were like, okay. But anyways, the guy was snoring, and like I think this was Saturday night. We were just fucking done because we had not slept in 2 days. And eventually, like, the room host that was in the other bed just says, hey, is anyone asleep? And everyone minus like a couple of people were just like, no, we cannot sleep through this. How? And eventually the tiniest little person, and I like, mind you, this person was like 4'8", just shot up, lifted their pillow with so much force and chucked it across the room that you heard the impact of the pillow against this man, and him just snorting awake, because it's not only did it actually did he feel it, it scared the fuck out of him. And like, we just start fucking laughing, and for some reason none of this woke up the people in the room. Until the guy went back to sleep and he was snoring, and the guy between, like, that was sleeping in the bedding between us, finally woke up and was just like, what the fuck are you guys laughing about? And he just was not aware at all, apparently, of the snoring until that moment. And the silence was erupt, like the silence in the room, and then this loud snoring again. And you just hear the guy go, are you fucking kidding me? And it was just like, none of us slept, but it was just the funniest fucking experience. And then we found out that the person that threw the pillow did it in their sleep. They weren't even awake. They don't remember doing it. No.
Just randomly assaulted someone with a pillow and they weren't even aware.
Yeah.
Maybe it was an
pretty
unconscious need. Like maybe somewhere deep in their psyche, they were like, I need to let this person know. I need to shut the fuck
I
up.
know. I think that our laughing, they were just, this person was like a problem solver. I think our laughter, they were just like, everyone needs to shut the fuck up. What do I do? Eliminate the problem.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. That's
Dang.
wild. That's. I don't know if I could sleep with like 10 other people in the same room.
I've
found
been
it
in
My max
be-
is
a
six.
17 hotel room before.
How the no.
Yeah.
My max is literally 6.
I can't.
It was
I'm a really light
$17.
sleeper. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm a super light sleeper. That would drive me
I am
insane.
too.
Like
I can't do it anymore. I think the last time that I did it, it was because we needed to keep the price down because we were staying at the host hotel. And they kept raising the host hotel prices for some reason. They just were going up every year. But now that I actually make money, never again, if I can help it.
Yeah, I can do that. I've been a light sleeper since I had my child, so it's like just can't get much past me unless I'm like exhausted. Other than that, I'm like, what'd you say? What were you doing? Did you move outside the bed? Everything okay? So who's next? Or do we want to read from like the sorry, or do you want to read from the
There was something else under
audience
vapid
stories?
notes. Did you want to talk about the garbage pizza story real quick while
Oh
we're
my
on
god.
you?
Yo,
The
like
cheapest
she
garbage
told us
pizza
the
story.
damn story before we
She needs
went
to tell this
on, and
to Twitch, right? To our
Okay,
audience.
so
God
the
bless.
garbage pizza story. We used to room with these people at Dragon Con, and we like one night we got back to the room, and we every night would just sit and kind of just chill for a bit with whoever was staying in the room. It just kind of became habit. And that year, Yuki was telling us about how he had saw someone place a a pizza box on top of a garbage can in like the Marriott or something. And so he went over to investigate, opens the pizza box, finds one untouched pizza left in the fucking box, picks it up, and just walks away eating this piece of pizza that he just managed to stumble upon. And he was just like, they were throwing it away anyways, and it was untouched.
Desperate call for desperate measures,
No,
you know?
that's
I
not
know.
that's not even no.
The sad part is I know someone that would do that.
I have also gone to a
I know some
convention,
people that would have did it too.
decided halfway through the convention that I wanted to cosplay someone that then and there, went home, made the costume, and then wore it to the con the next day.
What kind of
What?
superhuman shit is that? Like what?
What possessed? Huh?
What?
What? What
What?
character was this?
It was Suki from Avatar: The Last Airbender,
Y'all
but
are
it was her prison uniform
Oh, okay, okay,
from
you
okay.
the
wild.
Boiling Rock episode.
I mean, I can see why that was done in a night, basically,
I'm
but
sorry. You wild. Mm-mm.
Just a top and some pants,
That
but I
don't
did so. I
matter.
was like, I was sewing the pants, and I was so tired by the time that I got to the pants. I was like, I kept sewing the crotch shut on accident because I forgot how you're supposed to sew pants. I think I was 17 when that happened. I had to have been about 17.
oh my gosh.
That's
That's wild.
nah. I'm good. That's a wild.
No, I don't
Nah.
do that shit anymore. That was
No.
17 before the chronic pain hit me.
Props to you, honestly.
I was on some shit, man.
We all probably were on some. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I was capable of doing a lot more when I was younger. Not that I'm ancient or anything, but I am definitely in my 30s and I just don't feel invincible anymore, to be honest with you. I don't. I feel very.
I
When
have
it
one
comes to
last good
cons.
con story, and all it is the accidental costume thing where you go to the con, you go to the fucking hotel room with your car to change into your civvies, get back to the con, and you accidentally get picked up by another group because you accidentally wore civvies for like Scooby Doo. The example I'm thinking of is how easy it is to cosplay Shaggy on accident when you're a dude. And the dude just got picked up by a Scooby Doo group that just happened to not have a Shaggy.
That's
That was
hilarious.
the old. They had a fucking Scooby Doo, but they didn't have a Shaggy.
How do you? Okay.
It takes literally, you just go to the store and get
But
like a tank top and some brown pants, and then you're all set to go.
he was yeah, he was done cosplaying the dude. There is no war in Boston Say, dude. The guy, the Dai leader. But anyways, he was cosplaying him. And he was like, "I'm done for the day. I'm fucking tired," and was Shaggy on accident. Didn't mean to do it. Love when that happens.
That's so funny. All right, so I guess I'm next in terms of the con stories. I only have one. That one time I nearly died in a photo shoot. So basically, this is back in Katsucon 2019. And so I had this fun idea of doing a whole Kingdom Hearts 3 group. And mind you, I've never hosted or organized a group before, but something in my heart just possessed me to like set up this group. And thank the fucking Lord that we did not include villains because I might have yeeted myself off the National Harbor rocks myself with the amount of people we had. And you're probably wondering, gee, why is Pre mentioning the rocks? Well, it's safe to say we almost died. And so the number one lesson that I learned from that shoot alone is that if you can and you should do talk to your photographer and your group about locations before a photo shoot. Talk about everyone's comfort level, not just their poses, but like whatever they like it to be inside or outside. And lastly, what shoes they're planning to wear because God forbid we gotta climb down some rocks. And so I'm geez, I hope you're not wearing heels. And that is exactly what happened to our Donald and our Aqua. They were fucking wearing heels, and they were both friends of mine. So it just gave me this glare. I was like, I did not. So usually, and this is like in my second year of cosplaying, so I was still like getting like used to everything. And so I usually just let the photographer guide me to the locations because let's be real, I'm lazy and I usually trust their best judgment. But the day when our photographer walked our entire group to the mountain of rocks at the harbor, we basically all prayed to whatever god we worshipped at the time that none of us fell. If
Pray
you've
to the
seen our
cosplay
picture,
god.
yes, our cosplay god. So I mean, like, yeah, we look nice, but we struggled during that shoot. And like, so now, like, I make sure I tell like my future photographers to like my only home cons are Katsu and Otakon. So whenever I go to Katsu, I said, don't get me near those fucking rocks. Like I have trauma just from like because my friend, one of my friends, she was cosplaying as Mickey for our group, and she's like the tiniest person. And the funny part was she didn't fall flat on her face like when she went down the rock. She fell flat on her face like when we like were on like flat land, and I was like, so
Hit up the rocks, but
anyway.
up here can't do it, bro.
Yeah,
That's okay.
exactly.
I mean, I've
So,
tripped over air, so I mean, I could trip over
exactly.
air, so it's not hard for that to happen.
I mean, yeah, but overall, I mean, the photo shoot was pretty memorable. Like, even though like I was basically only at the con for like a day and a half because the evening of the photo shoot, like right after the photo shoot, I had to go back to my apartment and study for an exam. That was the Monday after CotsCon. Geez, I love that cramming life. Anyway, so
I've done
um
that with Dragon Con before. Gone to the con, but I had to study at the con for the
that
test on Monday.
I never study at the con. Like I always plan to.
These
Like I have all my
priorities.
books, but it never happens. Okay. But
It doesn't happen, but the thought is there.
The
I
That's all
priorities,
had once
man.
have had to do homework because I like the assignment was only put up before the con.
Mhm.
So I had to do the assignment right before the con, but that was the only reason why any homework is ever done during Dragon Con.
But if you're gonna ask us to study, oh fuck no, you can forget it. But like, yeah, it was one of my most memorable shoots ever. I had like a mix of my cosplay friends and my university friends in this shoot, which is my Sora, Mickey, and my Goofy, who matter of fact had a yellow fucking sock on her head as the hat. So, so props to her. She actually got the most like pictures asked out of like the three of us. And she said, all I had to fucking do was cosplay as Goofy with a fucking sock on my head. And I'm like, yep, that's all you need.
That's all you needed.
Yes. But
Sometimes it be like that though.
minimal effort. That's all you need. Anyway, yeah, that's the end of my little story there. Bit whole, bit stressful, you know. Okay, so Liz, do you want to go or do you want us to go through the audience stories?
Uh, um, mm. Well, okay. So I guess this counts as one of the craziest con stories, but it didn't actually. It has something to do. It's like adjacent to a con, which you're like, how is that adjacent? So was it MomoCon 2000? It was not 2019 because I remember 2019 vividly as the con of the heartbreak. But in 2018, I went to MomoCon, and at the time, I had a pack of girlfriends. We're not all friends anymore. But anyways, so we decided, because some of my girlfriends had never, or we'll just say they're girlfriends, but they're not actually. Anyways, for the purposes of the story. So, some of them have said that they'd never been to a con before, right? So I was like, yo, you should go to like MomoCon because we all lived in South Carolina, so it was like so I was like, yo, you guys get your like time in, and we'll all go down as like a unit to like MomoCon. So we had like planned everything out, like the tickets. Like I had a room in the Omni that year, which if anybody has gone to MomoCon and has stayed in the Omni or just has stayed in the Omni for any of the Atlanta cons, then you know exactly how fucking
MomoCon is the
expensive.
only con I have ever stayed at the hotel for, and it is the only one that I have ever continuously done so because it's so fucking nice to stay there.
Omni is I okay. This
So
is
they're
a side
ableist
about
as
that.
fuck, and I got my room comped for it one year because they pulled some ableist ass bullshit. So if you're disabled and want to go to MomoCon, the hotel hates us.
Yeah, Omni is kind of. I mean, it's great, but kind of not great. Like as a host hotel,
Mhm.
it's like cool. I recommend doing it at least once, like just once to get that
Mhm.
experience. Um, because it was really nice. Like, boy, they enforce their quiet hours. Like, there is no fucking shenanigans
Mm-mm.
in that hotel.
Nope.
Mm.
Like, they just, it's like 10:30. It's quiet. Like, I didn't
And
hear
that's a
anybody
hotel thing.
breathe.
Because I
Like,
stayed
I,
at the Hilton when it was there at the Hilton one year, and I did not sleep at all that fucking weekend because people were so loud in the hallways.
yeah, it's like you can't even hear a pin drop outside your room. Like,
Mm-mm.
it's nice. It's also a giant clusterfuck trying to get out of there.
And if you,
Like
I
on
think it's the
check-in day.
South Tower, whatever tower is connected that is actually attached to the CNN tower. They have the
I think
balconies
that's
on the inside, and if you go and look at those balconies, almost all of them have either beat like some kind of bedding, whether it's a cot from the hotel, a sleeping bag, or some kind of bedding that someone brought. But a lot of people like to sleep on the balconies out there because the noise, it's ambient with the way that it rises.
Yeah, it's very it's not as loud as you think it is. It's nice. But it's definitely a clusterfuck in that there. Like so when I tell you like, you know, if you ever want to do the Omni, I just be very patient on checkout day. Like especially if you're leaving Sunday.
Oh
It's
yeah,
it's a fucking nightmare. It's also a fucking nightmare checking in, but it's also a fucking nightmare checking out.
it
but
really
it's
is.
but it's a nice it's nice and literally the bonus of being at the host hotel is you can just go down. So anyways, I spent um so I was like, yeah, I'm treating my girls, and I spent like $700, $800. I think was the end result on that trip on that room for us to go to like the Omni. So I covered I covered the gas, I covered the room, and I even covered room service. Haha, room service is expensive, guys. Just
It is.
it is. I didn't know, but it is. So we getting ready to go the day of, and my friend at the time was like, "Yeah, I can't find the tickets." And this is before we even like we're on the highway, like down I-20. So we've left Columbia, and she's like, "I can't find the tickets," and I was like, "What do you mean?" And she's like, "I think I left them home," and I was like, you know, there's their face because MomoCon doesn't, and most cons don't. They don't give you replacement badges. So at this point, it's $75 a pop to like buy three new badges, and we are like, nah, fuck that. Like money's already like it's much, we allocated so much. So we
Mhm.
went to Buford. So to tell you, that was like a 4 hour trip out of the way, right? And then we had to go the roundabout way from like Buford. So we had to go through Macon, and we had to go through like the side through Savannah, through Macon to get to Atlanta. So instead of it being a straight shot, which is like I-20, we had to go like all the way around and do some funky shit. So I took
How
my
did you get
dad's.
down to Macon to
We
go
had to go through.
around?
We had to go like we had to take 95 down to Beaufort, So like we had to take 95, and then we had to go like the intercoastal highway down to Beaufort, and then we had to go from 95 to go to Savannah, and then it was some weird shit.
So you had to go to Macon to get to the 90, like, so you could get to
Yeah, we had to go
Savannah.
through. We had to go through
Okay.
Macon. We had to go
Yeah,
through.
like that's
Yeah, we had to go through.
that, for
We
people
went
who
in
are not
a
from there.
wide ass
Macon is
circle.
like an hour and a half at least south of Atlanta. And you were going to South Carolina.
Yeah, I think it was just Savannah. I mixed it up, but we went around. Like, so if you think about it like this, like I-20 from like Columbia is just like this, right? We're like wee, and they're like diagonal. But we went around. So, and we were in my dad's car and not my Nissan, which to this day I regret not taking my Nissan. But I wanted us to be comfortable, so I borrowed my dad's car. While we were driving, it was pouring rain, and my dad's windshield wipers stopped working. It was like pouring rain too. Like visibility is in the shitter pouring rain, and our fucking the windshield wipers went out. So I'm sitting here like, you know, having an aneurysm in my head, freaking out. You know, we pulled over. We were trying to see if we could get it to work. I like called my dad, and there's a whole thing with my dad, but I'll summarize it as this: as he was being an asshole that day. So you know, I'm like trying to figure something out, and I'm like trying to see if I could take it to the dealership or somebody to come look at it, and that didn't work out. So what we ended up doing is we ended up driving really fucking carefully into Atlanta, and for some odd reason, that was just monsoon night because it just did not stop raining the whole time we got there. And so when we got there, it was like 11 o'clock. We're starving, but you know, we're here, right? We made it. We're alive. So we check into the hotel, and we're like, yeah, we'll just go get some Waffle Houses. So anybody who's ever been to MomoCon, there's like three, two. There's definitely two Waffle Houses within the immediate area. There's like one on one side and then there's one across the park. Well, one ran out of food. I don't understand how this fucking happens, by the way, because MomoCon, I think it was the one that was not. It wasn't the one across the park. It was the other one that's like kind of sunken, has like a weird porch. It's right next to like the Sports Hall of Fame. So I can't think of the street name. But one of them ran out of food, and I think it was that one, because the one across the park was like super packed. They had like hour wait, and I'm just sitting here going, how in the hell do they do this every goddamn year? Where the Waffle Houses, they know they're getting slammed because they've got hungry, thirsty con goers that really want some super bad food for you, but it puts you to sleep, like, and they want it at all freaking hours. And this con's been going on in the same area for probably like at least 3-4 years. How they run out of food every damn time, I don't understand it. Anyways, so I ended up ordering.
I know that they've had some issues with stuff like they'll plan for the con and then graduations happen there.
Well,
or
that's the problem.
They
is
have
that
that one year they had the soccer team or the soccer tournament that was going on, and so everyone was filtering in from the fucking from the.
I know last year
into the con.
What did they have last year? It was fucking wild. They had like the Caribbean Festival. They had the Jazz Festival. They had
talk about planning issues. Oh my!
They had like the Jazz Festival. They had holy shit!
It's quite a crossover.
They had like several different things in the same area, and I was like, Atlanta, the fuck? Like, there's a whole bunch of stuff that just happens in that area. Like, I don't know how people live and breathe. So we ended up ordering room service, and then, you know, the guy who delivers it to us is like fucking smoking hot. Like, that was the highlight of the trip. The dude was like smoking hot. I was like, and you know, I was like single at the time, so I was like, shit, I should have got his number. He was super hot, and you know, we ate our food and then we went to bed. So to summarize this is that one of my friends was like, she's married, and so what happened was is she went as Dark Phoenix, and God, whenever we get around to like cons again, I can't stand it. So she was in the Dark Phoenix outfit, and you know how it is with skin tight outfits. It really should not fucking be this way. But you know how it is with skin tight outfits and fucking con creepers. There's always some asshole out there that is like looking to grab a boob or butt or both there's always that one person who just can't fucking keep their hands to themselves. It happens. I don't. It happens. And one of the things that we agreed on is that we said we were going to stay together because my friend Alicia, she had never been to a con before, and I said I just want us to stay together because we're all female, and you just never know. Like, people get really fucking predatory at cons, and it's just, stay together buddy system. So my friend insisted on running off, and somebody groped her. And, she came back and she was upset, and she was like, yeah, somebody like kind of just touched my butt. There was like several incidents. There was like an elderly guy that made some really inappropriate comments like as she walked by, and I was just like, the fuck? Like, it was, I don't know, it was something extra this year, but like that year, but she was upset about it, and me and Alicia were like, yo, point me to this dude. We about to go to jail. Like, we're about to fucking throw down and, like, beat this dude's ass. Like, we're gonna have a record or whatever. And she's like, well, I didn't see what happened. I didn't see who did it or whatever. Like, I had a clue, and, like, I confronted him, but he said, And so it happened. We weren't near her. So, like, we couldn't do anything or report to the con about the person, So she's upset, and, I'm gradually getting upset because cons are high stress environments, but everything in the cosmic universe was going on in that weekend to just chaotically just implode. So like she was just sitting there the night after. She was just like, that night she was like, oh, I don't know, I might call my husband to go. And I'm sitting here like tearing up because I'm just like, you don't have to go. Like, I wanted this to be a girls trip, and it's not a girls trip anymore because it's like everything bad's happening, and and then she gets in a fight with Alicia because Alicia's like, well, I just wanted us to all hang together because I've never been to a con before, and I'm feeling bad because I'm in the middle of this shit. This is why I don't go to cons with other people anymore. By the way, this whole incident is why I don't. I'd love to go to cons with people, but this whole incident is why I don't. Because needless to say, we ended up having a fight, and I ended up confronting her about it, and she ended up freezing me out for weeks afterwards. And I told her, I said, I paid for literally everything. And when I tell you that I like paid for literally everything, like I paid for literally almost everything. And then there was like a situation where like her sister ended up staying with us, but she didn't clear it with me. Like, her sister had an issue with like the hotel room, and me out of niceness said, well, we have room, because the Omni hotel rooms are pretty big. Like, they actually are pretty big. And I was like, oh, okay, we can come, sure, she can come in here. And I helped with that. And you know she did a lot of complaining and did a lot of shit. And I was like, you realize that I literally paid for this entire trip for you guys, right? Like, I didn't ask for you to chip in for the hotel room. I didn't ask for you. I even paid for room service. I didn't ask for you to chip into that. Like, the most I asked you to do was like gas and maybe some food, and I still ended up paying for all of it. Like, I did. And it was, oh God, it was so fucked up. Like, and then on top of that, I was like having a meltdown. It's the same year as my astrologian photos, too. And I was just I had like several meltdowns in the con. And we're not friends again because of it. Because like this whole con experience actually shattered our friendship. Like, we just didn't come back from it. Like, I was just like, yo, cons are my safe space. And then when all that stuff happened, and it's one of these days, I'll like tell you and Pri personally all of the tale, because there was some debauchery that seriously went down. Like, she was talking about sleeping with dudes and she was married, which, if you have your relationship open like that, that's fine, but it didn't. So, that's why I don't hang out with people. Or this is more or less like I need to find my people. Mm-hmm. But this is why I mostly go. This is why I go alone. I hate going alone, by the way. I don't like going to cons alone, but this is why I go alone now. Or at least if I go, I will at least make somebody else like chip in. I was just being super nice because I wanted us all to go, and I thought cons were away because they were talking about wanting to cosplay with me, and I was like, I thought that this would be a nice little way to get in, like everybody kind of get used to the con life, and maybe we can do like group stuff one day, and it just sorry guys.
I feel like talking about like con hotel rooms can be its own separate episode.
It's
'Cause I
ugh.
Yeah.
I have my own stories with it, and basically TLDR, Liz is right. You do need to find your people when
You
it
gotta
comes to like,
find your people because people just I mean you just gotta be careful. Like I just I mean I love them, I loved them to death, like, but we don't talk anymore nowadays because of it, like, at all. It was just that one incident, and
that one incident.
yeah, it was that one incident, and it was more like I don't really know what happened because it just yeah. It's a longer story than that. Like it's more detailed than that. But
Um,
yeah, that's my like train wreck. The cosmic forces were telling me to take my ass back home, and I probably should have. Like, but I love going to cons and I love cosplaying, so I
some
did.
people are just better off like just meeting up at the con rather than just rooming with them because you
Yep.
find out the most
Yeah,
disgusting and vile things just from rooming with them.
I kind of just
Sadly.
Oh
found
yeah.
out that like some people I just
Yeah.
no.
Mhm.
No. But yeah, we can jump into. I'm sorry. I knew like this. I was like, I didn't even tell you like all the story. That's like a sprinkle. But yeah, we can go on to audience stories.
Should
Um,
we start with Ashley's
we should
cosplay?
start with Ash.
Ashy Weezy.
Okay. I'm actually gonna share my screen because they did send a picture with the story. So if any of you guys want to like read it out while I
Oh yeah.
do that.
I got it right here. I got my phone. I'm ready to go. All right. Oh, it's so cute. I don't know if the
So
screen. Let me see
cute.
if the screen
Oh
capture it got it.
no. It is
Here, let
so
me
cute.
blow it up. Hold on.
So
Did it get cut off a
cute.
little bit? Oh no, hold on. Let me let
Can
me
they see it actually?
They
Oh,
see the
oh,
bottom
it's
of
cut
it.
off.
Hang on,
No.
I got you, friend. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, no. Hang on, guys. Never mind. There we go. We just got this. That should be it. And then I just gotta remember what I had it set to. But there you go. It's because I had a crop zoom. I had to really get off my ass and like go to OBS Ninja. But so this is from Ashweez. For PAX South 2019, I cosplayed May from the indie character Night in the Woods. Um, see, what was it? I think that's correct, and I could put it back. So, May is an anthropomorphic cat character, and me being me, I decided I didn't want to do a Gajinka version. The game style is
On a
flat.
playlist,
Yeah.
they can only see like the doc on the Twitch
Oh,
stream.
goodness. What in the
Like the
fudge?
picture's gone.
Oh, no. The cat. Oh, you know
There
why?
we
Hang
go.
on.
Found it. They got it.
Hang on. Hang on. Oh, because it messed with the captures. That's why. The captures all got messed up because sharing the screen on. So
Did
you know what
everyone
you're
see the
doing?
picture?
It like messed up for whatever reason. Let me see.
If you pull the story out in another tab, you should be able to read it. I mean, it's showing
Uh,
up again now, like the picture itself.
no, it's just like all the captures are messed up now because
Yeah.
it's shared screen. Um, because technology.
I mean,
Yeah,
has everyone seen? It's
Has everybody
okay,
seen
Ash.
it?
We want to show everyone your cat.
Has everybody seen it
Has
before?
everyone seen
Like,
it? That's a whole nother thing we gotta figure out.
yeah, hold on. Yeah, that's the only thing. It's like, where did my capture go? The fuck?
Why
Oh,
is it
there it is.
doing okay?
Because, mm, because, I'll fix it. But, I'll fix it in a second. But for right now, I'm pre. Where's my capture? What the fuck? This is life. I have no idea where my capture went.
You are
Mm.
now your
I,
local Filipino American cosplayer.
yeah, alright. Where did the.
Why is someone always trying to be me?
I don't know.
Oh.
Hey. Okay. There's baboos. Alright, anyways. You can read that if you want while I fix it. Hi. This is technical difficulties. But you can hear us though. I'm gonna
Can you still
reset.
hear us?
Yeah, can you still hear us? Because I can just fix this while she's
Like, is the screen okay? Is the sound okay? Are
Okay,
we
cool.
okay?
Is this even real? Do we
Or
even
not?
know where we are? Alrighty.
Oh
Nope,
no,
that's the
they can't
cue.
see.
Yeah, I'm working on figuring out where
Okay,
the
you don't have
hell
to show
Prees
my
went.
face. I'm ugly anyway.
No, I'm just trying to figure out where Prees is.
What? I will slap the
Ah!
lies out of your mouth. Wash your mouth out with soap, young man.
Oh, whoops. Put an extra digit. There you are.
Cat,
Hi, she's
cat.
back.
Oh!
Saved it. Saved it. I put an
Alright,
extra
back in
4.
operation.
Oh, damn it. I wasn't quick enough.
Um, all right, let's see. The game style is flat, and I had seen another May cosplayer by the name of Frack Attack do a cosplay where they used a mascot head to simulate the flat look. I loved that, so I used their tutorial to make May's giant cat head out of cardboard, as well as some paws made out of fleece and a little bit of pillow stuffing. Why can't I read today? The rest of the cosplay consisted of an orange and red skirt with a null symbol on it, jeans and boots. I took it one step further and added a witch hat and a red cloak to dress as what May wore in the game for the in-game Harvest Festival. A cosplay of a character wearing a costume because why not? Um, Walking around with a giant mascot head on at a con can be daunting, but my visibility in it was actually pretty good. I walked through the main expo hall with my friends, mascot head and full cosplay on, when I spotted a man and a daughter, and who I assume was his daughter in front of us. The dad was trying to get his daughter, who looked around to be the age of 5, to take a picture with a couple of Marvel cosplayers. The daughter didn't seem very interested in taking a picture with Spider-Man and Captain America, but then her eyes turned and she saw me. She immediately pointed at me and yelled out, "Cat!" Oh, that's cute, and ran up to me. She kept yelling "cat" as she left her dad standing there wondering what was happening. This girl didn't know Night in the Woods. I doubt she knew who I was cosplaying, but she didn't care, and I didn't either. Having her run up to me and want a picture with me was a huge highlight of that con for me. I imagine that's what Disney characters must feel at Disneyland. So yep, that's me. That's me, girl. I'm a cat. And yes, you could definitely have a hug. That's so cute.
That
The
is so
dad was probably
adorable.
like,
That is
"What are
really
you running
cute.
up to this random person for?" Because man,
It has a
kids just
cat
do that.
head.
But
Can't
it's a
be.
cat, Dad.
That's so cute.
Cat. um, and we might as well just like read them out, right? You want me to read them
Hmm.
out? You know I can't read.
We
Um,
can switch it off too if you want.
I can't read. This one's from. This doesn't affect me. I can't read. This one's from Nerdy Bell and Off Brand. Um, San Japan 2018, which is a convention in San Antonio, Texas, which like I might be sneaking out to Texas whenever cons ever come back. Um, Off Brand. It was Off Brand and I's first anime nerd convention ever. We brought weekend tickets, asked for Friday off so we could spend all 3 days there. That Thursday, I started to not feel well. Just a little stomach issue, no big deal. Friday showed that no, it was actually a big deal. Um, I ended up staying home feeling miserable because of my stomach issues and because we were wasting money. So Saturday, I'm feeling better. Not 100%, but significantly better, especially when it got to the afternoon. We decide that we're going to go to the con, even if it's just for a little bit. As we pull up to the convention center and are trying to find parking, I start feeling really hot again. I thought it was probably just because of the stop and go traffic. We finally find a parking spot, get in, get to registration, and get our badges. The lady at the counter looked at us weird and told us that we had weekend passes, but that the convention ended tomorrow, Sunday, not Monday. We confirmed that we knew and just said that we weren't able to make it before this point. We start walking around the artist alley, taking in all the sights. It's our first convention, so we were blown away. Man, I love the first convention feel, where you're just like so overloaded, and it's just so much, and so many things that you can spend your money on, and it's just food and people. So it's our first convention. I'm starting to get nauseated again, but Off Brand gets me a drink, and we sit down for a bit, and I feel okay again. Then we move on to the dealer's room. All of a sudden, I start feeling horrible, hot, shaky, and I just know I'm going to throw up. Luckily, there's a trash can next to me, so I take a few steps and properly empty my stomach into the can. I'm crying now because I feel horrible. I feel like I wasted our money and what was supposed to be our vacation weekend, and then a bunch of people just saw me throw up. Oh no! Next sentence! Oh no! And then I look up and realize that I didn't toss my cookies in the trash can, but the recycle bin. Needless to say, we left ASAP. I didn't even spend an hour and a half there. Now in post-COVID hindsight, I realize this was a selfish act on my part, but I didn't think it was anything worse than a bad meal. Oh no.
God.
And you know somebody probably remembered you too. It's like, yeah, remember that one? You know that was passed around too. Like, yeah, some chick just threw up.
You know it went around.
You know it went around because that's like the nature of like cons. It's like, we all know what happens after the fact.
The stomach flu before the con thing happened to my best friend.
That's my worst fucking nightmare, dude.
It's a fucking nightmare to deal with.
It's like my worst nightmare is either getting sick like in front of people or just like forgetting a piece of cosplay and being like half naked or something, and just I don't know, like that's a really specific like fear, but I mean I don't know. I have nightmares before cons, and it's like
the only like pro that like came from it was that the Shizu costume that I had made for them fit super tight, but when we were at the con that weekend, just right.
Oh no. That's so dark. I can't.
No.
The thing is, like, we got to the con. We get there. It was an out of town one, so it wasn't like we could just go home. We were there. We got to the hotel and everything, and we got to our. Jesus Christ. God, yeah, I had to take them to the emergency room. I did not have a license yet. I just had my permit still, and I was driving illegally because of it. But it was a memorable con for us. We were just like, remember that con where you were sick? Watched a whole lot of that 70s show.
Oh.
Hospital. And I feel for people that get sick before the con. Is awful. I've had that happen.
I mean, it's never happened to me, but that is one of my fears.
Yeah, I've gotten heat stroke out twice at con. I've gotten heat stroke not once, twice in Atlanta.
Why we hydrate because Atlanta is like 100 degrees and fucking prime time season.
And then you want to go to Dragon Con in the amount at the end of August when it's fucking hot as hell and go as fucking Batgirl of all people.
The amount of cosplayers that I see fall out like during Atlanta cons in the prime season where it's like it's just too many. It's like you live in the southeast, you already know it's like 100% humidity and it's 90 degrees out. Like what? Why? Stop.
Yeah, it was just because I had just moved. Like it was within the first couple of years I had moved there, so it was only like my third summer,
Oh yeah,
or maybe
and
it was
it
like my second summer. I hadn't been living in Georgia long.
yeah it. I don't know. Like sometimes the summers aren't as bad, and then some of them are just kill me now, kind of like summers, like boil me on the
It's,
sidewalk.
yeah, no, they're
Um.
bad.
Uh.
Next one.
Did you want to read anybody?
The
Really?
anonymous. I can
Yeah.
get the last one there. That's my friend. So
Which one? The anonymous or the? Oh, this.
the
Okay.
the Locust Monster is my friend, so I can read that one out.
Um. So we had an anonymous, and not, and
A mommus.
A
not
mominous.
Our
A
brain fog
mominous.
is showing.
a secret poster there, there, and so this happened last year. So a cosplayer that I never met in person, but who did meet several of my convention friends, reached out to me to do a pairing shoot at a convention. I said fine, because I was going to wear the cosplay anyway and didn't mind. So the convention's getting closer and he's acting weird, saying things like, "You're going to be all mine on this day." And I kept telling him no, that I'm friends and that I would do the shooting, but I'm not going to devote the whole day with him. He accepted this and said that he was just fooling around. All right, fine. So Convention Friday comes, on which we're not supposed to meet, but already ran into each other anyway. Dude was suddenly super shy after all his joking beforehand and didn't even manage to look me in the eye. I had a feeling that he was staring at my boobs though, so I was already pissed. He then asked me for a pic, and I only did one in which I pulled an ugly face. I'm glad I did so because now he is not going to post it. So after that, we didn't have any contact again until Sunday at 3 a.m., where he texted me that he wouldn't come because he was sore and he was tired and had sore muscles. Mind you, we had two shootings with two photographers scheduled, and he dropped out 3 a.m. the same day. I told him I was hella pissed, especially since I'm chronically ill and in pain most of the time anyway. Also, that's like a fuckboy move, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously.
anyways, that's like a fuckboy move, but okay, cool. Um, I'm chronically ill and in pain most of the time anyway, so fuck that. He then tried to find me at the con all day in civilian clothes, so like, normie clothes, to try and apologize, but I ignored his texts. I did our planned shootings alone and haven't seen him since. Afterwards, I told him that I would never plan a dual shoot with him ever again. I still feel my blood boiling when I think of this, but I'm happy about the pictures I got. They're probably better than anything I could have done with him anyway. Honestly, that's like a fuckboy shit. Like, you
That
don't
That
is
is
just
some
seriously
fuckboy
cancel.
shit.
Like, that's a
really is.
serious. At 3 in the morning? Like, if you're texting me at 3 in the morning, those are booty call hours. I don't care. Those
Yeah.
are booty call hours. If you
Literally.
hit me with, like,
I mean, that's what it
anything,
sounds like he
It
was
literally
trying
is what it
to
sounds like.
happen. Like
that's.
that he was tired and had sore muscles.
I have friends that can text me at 3 in the morning because I am, of course, a vampire. But it's like you open up a conversation with something. I swear to God, if you ask me WID or even just type out what you're doing, like at 3 in the morning,
That sounds
I'm
already
I'm assume you're
Yeah.
in thirsting hours and you need to go to horny Twitter or whatever the hell that you're supposed to do
Horny
at 3 in the
jail.
morning. Horny
Yep.
jail. Go straight to horny jail. Do not pass go and get 200. But it was kind of weird because he's like telling him his tired and sore muscles, and it's like you text her at 3 in the morning for that. Like, ew. I kind of expected a whole like, you want to come over and rub my muscles kind of thing, like, because like I said,
Yeah.
horny hours. But anyways, fuck boy shit. Fuck boy shit. I hope
That is
that
some
the
fuckboy shit.
photographer like got their money too, like, because
I
you're
know.
canceling at late
Mhm.
notice and shit. Like, I hope that
It's very
person
last
didn't
minute
end up-
too. Like the day of.
Yeah, like I hope that person didn't have to like cover for him or anything because
Mhm.
that's just nah.
Ugh.
That's fuck boy shit. If you're listening, sir, fuck boy shit.
Fuck you. Don't be this guy, basically.
Don't be this guy, guys.
And also, just prime rule of thumb, just, common red flags. The moment he says, like, you're gonna be all mine, that day, I
I
probably
like
would just cancel it right then and
I
there.
just been I just been
I
like,
don't
hey,
care
can
how
we do
good of a
this photo
cosplayer you
shoot by
are or how cosplay.
myself? I'd have talked to the photographer immediately, been like, all right, how much is it to like I'll toss in a little bit extra, but can we like freeze this person out?
Yes,
Like,
real talk.
the only person who texts me like you're gonna be mine all day is my boyfriend, and you know, that's it. Like you can't just especially what are they friends? Like they're not friends, right?
They're
No,
like they knew each other through other
they're
people.
just acquaintances. Oh no, nah, that would have been like a block. I'm
Mm-mm.
sorry.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
it's kind of a stretch, you know.
Yeah, no. We hit people, guys. We're not supposed to advocate violence on Twitch, you guys. Pre, you wanna
Okay,
read the next
so
stories?
the last one, because I know there's like a collection of con short stories that I got from Twitter that are literally just less than 150 words. I mean, characters. So my friend Locust Monster. Um, these are all from Katsucon, and as we said before,
See,
Katsucon has some very interesting occurrences, as I've said before. So, Katsu Story Part 1. LOL, this was the last time my mom and I decided that we would stay in the Gaylord for Katsucon. So this was way back in 2016, and she was just trying to film a dance cover in the elevator room of her hotel floor. This was around 6 to 8 p.m. and her mom was filming her dance and everything. We usually go to cons together. Halfway through, we started hearing noises behind the window curtains, noises of the suggestive kind. And then both of us realized that two people were having sex behind the curtains. And they must have heard me playing music and dancing, but they still chose to continue. And after that year, we stopped staying in the official con hotel.
Oh no.
I
Can
mean,
you imagine?
I mean, sometimes it just be like that,
Sometimes it do be like that.
Sometimes it just be like that. I get it though. It's like you hear the music and everything playing, and it's that person, those people make the conscious decision to just keep going. I mean, sometimes it's just, I don't know. I can't I can't say anything. Like
That happened. I mean, I think my friend at the time was a minor because this was back in
yeah,
20,
so yeah.
and let
I mean,
alone stuck with a parent when this all happened.
it's
So
it's kind of one of
yeah,
those awkward things where it's like,
like maybe if it were me, like my age now, like way past like 18, I would have just let him like, okay, typical con shit. Let me just go to my
Typical shit.
I'd have been like you. Hey,
That's
I'd be
how I
like,
feel
good
about it
job,
right now.
guy.
exactly.
Without context of who it is, like that if I had experienced that myself, I would just be like typical content, like
I had it
Exactly.
said
typical
loud
con
enough.
shit.
I'd be like, good
Like I would
job.
100% expect this at Dragon Con.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
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 100%.
Just
yeah.
100%.
I mean, I think I got that in action at Ichiban. Anyways, Ichiban Con. Yeah, never again, boys. Never again.
Never again, boys.
Never
People just,
again. Nah,
I
cause
mean,
the like just meth and
there's
Everclear and
all sorts of things that happen
just
after
all
10, well, even before
sorts of
10
shit.
p.m.
Like the one dude
All
flipped
sorts of
out
things
in the
that happen.
lobby. Just yeah, yeah.
Good shit. But like anyway, so Katsu story part two. So there was also the one where the fire alarm went off in the con center, same convention Katsu, but not the hotel rooms. And I was scared because I was alone and could not find my mom. The rooms were the last place I saw her. I was outside in the cold freezer with no coat, having a breakdown because I couldn't get in contact with anyone. And my phone shut off because it got too cold, so I couldn't call. I was just crying in front of the hotel and nearly got frostbite. It got to a point where my body actually refused to move because it was so cold. Eventually, I found her. I was leaving. We went to a restaurant to warm up, but that was definitely a traumatic experience. Uh, Funny thing about phones, I remember my um, very first group photo shoot, and that was like the first time I actually did a shoot with like people I didn't know. So my two friends that I did know that accompanied me to the shoot, because God forbid, I guess in case there were creeps or anything like that, they left me to go to Starbucks And with my luck, I actually ran out of fucking battery on my phone. So I was stranded with these strangers. And yeah, like I totally get it. Like, yeah. And then next we have the collection of Kong short stories. If anyone wants to go over that.
Let's see here. Da, bu, bu, bu. The con short story section. So we have one from Rose of Battle, and it's a cute story because we've just been having a whole bunch of like wild and wacky
Need
shit going
something
on.
wholesome.
We need some wholesome here. Um, let's see. Back at Anime USA, 2009, when it was in a little hotel, my friends and I, some friends and I, were cosplaying from Oran. Is it Oran? Is that how it's pronounced? Oran High School.
Oran High School Host Club.
Oran.
Oran.
Oran. Yeah, I didn't watch that one. Okay.
Oran.
Oran. I think it's. Is it Oran? Okay.
Oran.
Oran. High school
Potato,
host club. Potato to caramel. Anyways, after the gathering was over, we went our separate ways just to reunite coincidentally in an autograph line, one by one, behind each other. So the cosmic forces align. Isn't that like nice when you're just like, all right, see you later, and then you get in line, exactly. And it's like, oh hey, welcome back. It's like you just.
I love those instances so much. Cause I don't know, for me, like especially with group shoots, I feel like there's never like time afterwards to like hang out.
It's like it's kind of like they already have to go, you know,
because they have their own group, other people to hang out with, things like that. So the only time you get to hang out with them is like at the shoot. So seeing them in like the dealer's room or something,
it's different.
It's a treat. Yes.
From Dame I'm so sorry, by the way. Like if I butcher your name, I'm usually really good at it, but Dame Azenable?
Dame Asianable? Dame I that's what I have sound.
I think that okay, that's I think that's it. I think that's it. Don't hurt me, please. Please don't hurt me.
Please don't hurt us.
Help! I'm stuck in a 6-hour car ride with an obnoxious fangirl my driver wanted to hook up with at con. He's giving her a ride home. My battery from my phone and MP3 device ran out. No charger. Must survive this road trip home. I guess I'll fly next time. That's a true special level of hell, by the way.
That is a very
that's the next level of hell.
That has to be like the next circle. Like that's one of the circles of hell is just being stuck in the car, right, with somebody, and you don't really want to like somebody
who's a fan of the one thing that you just cannot stand.
Yeah, exactly. But you love the person, so you're like there hanging out with them, but you don't have Reddit because your phone's dead. It's like you gotta count trees if there's trees to even see. It's that's one of the circles of hell. Or like you have your phone and it's full battery, but there's no service. That's like nice circle.
6 hours though, man.
That's one of the circles of hell, and you can't tell me anything different.
Can't even get a fucking GPS signal, but full battery.
Yup. What you gonna do? You gonna play them on mobile games that you didn't download anyways?
No, because they all require internet to play now, regardless.
Yeah, that's true. They all do. That's ass. Persukan Chi, which makes me want to say is like Persona. Like I don't know why I want to say Persona, but Persona. So back in 2004. Wow, we were like, that's when I was in high school. Oh my god. I was a junior.
I was in elementary school.
I was a junior in high school. Just dated myself, guys. Now you know how old I am.
Now you know how old I
am. Toru. I was cosplaying Toru from Fruits Basket, and I run into a Kyo cosplayer. I think I read Fruits Basket. Like I had like a whole manga phase in high school. Who got super flustered and gifted me a yellow ribbon. To which I
Oh.
then tied to my little Yuki rat plush and still have it.
That
Aw,
is
that's
really
so
I like really
cute.
wholesome moments like that, like little
That man
cosplay.
probably like felt like
when
he
I'm
could die right then and
I
be so
fucking
happy.
love when people give out stuff to cosplayers. I was cosplaying Taco once, and there was a Merle that was giving out fake wooden ducks that he had 3D printed.
Oh,
And he
that's
was just, or not
cute.
Merle, sorry, not Merle. He was Magnus handing out the wooden ducks from Taz.
That's
And
so
like,
cute.
there's someone dressed as the goddess Istis, and she had crocheted, either knitted or crocheted these little ribbons, these like bracelets,
Mhm.
and it was supposed to be like the I think she knits. I have a really hard time remembering details because it's been a long time. So like specific details I can't remember. So I can't remember. That's why I can't remember if it was knitting or crocheting. But yeah, she like spins fate with it, and so the lady was handing out the little bit of fate she had spun. It was just really cute, and I love when people do that.
You know. I remember when I was cosplaying as Kairi with my cousin who was cosplaying as Aqua, and like one of I forgot. I have to get caught up with Union Cross, whatever the heck that mobile game is for freaking Kingdom Hearts. They were handing
Yeah.
out like these like fake dandelion things, and they gave it to us, and like it was. I just like small cosplay interactions like that,
Mm-hmm.
and there was also this one thing this year at Katsu. One of my mutuals was cosplaying as Sokka, and he was handing out flyers with like you know that picture of Appa where like yeah, he was handing them out, and I was like, "Yo, fam, where are you with the goods?" And I never got one of those posters, but he was like passing it out around. Like, have you seen my flying bison?
Have you seen
Have
this
you seen
flying
my
bison?
Aw.
Appa? Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
When
Mhm.
I would
Um,
cosplay Toph, the amount of people that would make the same fucking blind jokes over and over and
yeah, I
over
could
again. When you
imagine.
cosplay, yeah, you guys know that with that one character you cosplay that people really love to like make
Oh,
that
you
one
mean
joke
like
about.
Joker and the looking good Joker meme with Persona 5? Yeah.
Mm.
I felt a distinct hatred of some cosplayers when I said that sometimes, but you know, I'm just a chaotic force of nature. I know they hate it because I hate it too. Yeah, there was like that whole thing when Persona 5 first came out and like people were dressing up as Joker and like one of the
Oh my
Morgana's lines is
gosh,
looking good,
that
Joker.
year, everyone just cosplayed as
And
Joker. Like
everybody cosplayed as Joker and it was just like I could feel like the intense like
it was
hatred.
funny because at Katsucon, I
God.
freaking attended both midnight photo shoots for Persona, and it was like between 2017 and 2018. 2017, there were like five Persona 5 cos, like typically the people that are already cosplay just based on like the concept art. And then 2018, when the game came out, or like when the game was about like I forgot what year it came out, but whatever.
I think
The
it
year after, there was just an
was
abundance of Jokers. Like it,
I think it was
they couldn't even fit in the frame.
2017 because I remember my cosplay schedule getting distinctly fucked
Yeah, it
up.
was 2017 because
Yeah.
my partner at the time was obsessed with it.
I played it straight for like 2 weeks. I love Persona 5. And I spent
I
significantly
didn't think
less
I was
time on
ever
Royal,
gonna
but
not hear about Persona again.
oh
After
dude.
Persona 5 came out.
Persona 5 was so look, Persona 5 was so anticipated. It was worth the
Yes,
wait. It was
it
worth the
really
wait.
I
I
had
can't really
never
say too
heard
much about it.
of a Persona. I still don't really, I know it's a game now, but I didn't know what the fuck it was until 2017. And I still don't know what it is. I just know that it's a
Oh, it's
game
so good. Just,
with an art style that I can notice.
it's so good. I started with four. I was bored and I
Mhm.
had a Vita, which I'm probably like one of the five people that had actually had a fucking PlayStation
I
Vita.
had a Vita too. You're fine.
Six people that had a PlayStation Vita. And I was looking for shit to play and I saw Persona 4 Gold and I was like, all right, let me take a chance on this. And I got sucked in. I got sucked in. Like my life just vanished and then I started playing Persona 3 and then I was like, oh, there's a Persona 5 and I have the rhythm games too. I have no shame. Like, and I'm
Okay.
probably gonna buy
I
Strikers when it
can't
comes
even
out
touch
in
and
a month.
judge you.
So, yeah, I have to play it blind first, and then I 100% afterwards. So, like, my boyfriend's never seen Persona 5, so he gets to see me be aimlessly retentive over social links and schedules.
Those those games are
I
so amazing though. Like honestly, like when I first started cosplay, that's literally all I cosplay. Like right after Chi, I cosplay as Makoto, and then I
I
was like, okay,
wanted
I
to
need
do
to
some
cosplay.
cosplays from Persona 5, but I'm extra, and I wanted to do, like, Milady. Like, I wanted to do
Oh,
Milady, and then, like, I wanted to do Haru. So, like, one day I was, like, I would be Haru, and then the other day I would be, like, Milady.
that would be so
So,
cool.
um, just never got around to it. And then,
Mhm.
like, I have, there's a lot of concepts and stuff that I would love to do, like, because I like the personas, and just never got around to it. So, Persona 5 holds a place in my heart. Uh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Same
But,
here.
we so I, like, looked, guys, we've been talking for 90 minutes.
Hmm.
Remember how this was supposed to be like 30 minutes? Anyway, so, like, remember how this was supposed to be like 30 minutes? So, like, we're gonna end.
It was a fun time, you know.
Because,
will play Jackbox a different time. It's fine.
I mean, if you want to play Jackbox, I just gotta get my dinner. But we can
Me
totally
too.
play Jackbox.
Yeah,
I
no, we
just
can
gotta get my dinner from, like, downstairs. Because
no,
my
we can plan
boyfriend
a different
texted me and
Jackbox
said
night.
it was like, my boyfriend was like, it's ready, and I was like, yeah, we're finishing up.
I already told my mom, I was like, yo, I'm prepared to eat my chicken teriyaki
Honestly,
and
but,
fried
like, if
rice
you
today.
guys don't want to, like, do Jackbox, like, I don't know how many people are super, like, that. Like, I'm flexible either way, right? Like, I
I'm
don't.
playing Jackbox regardless.
Yeah,
So
like, I'm flexible either way. So, like, if you guys want to play Jackbox, I can just grab some food. If you want to, like, hang out and
You can
Discord and
pop in and
chat,
out, you
you
know?
know, it's like, just let me know, you know. Anyways, I
Mhm.
am going to do this real quick while I'm, like, sitting here because I don't have Discord on. Ha ha ha. Look at these people sliding into this server. Um, where is my invites? Because I managed them. But anyways, so we are getting ready to end. It's been a
Ooh,
delightful time.
it was a relaxing episode.
it was.
I will say
Um,
that. So comfy.
where is my?
I'll post it. Oh, Pre's got it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Don't mind me
Discord's
just
because
sipping my
Discord's
boba.
like, we're hiding the link. But because I'm streaming, so streaming mode's on. But yeah. We our next week's episode is it's actually is we're back to Fridays again, right? I think
Mhm.
so. Okay, so we're back to Fridays again. The holidays just kind of twisted everything a little bit, but we're back. Um, Next week's episode is Sewing 101 with let's see.
Kia
Kia
Sangria.
sangria.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll get in contact with her or whoever's.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm
Cool.
in contact with her.
Okay. Yeah. So next week we will be
You're just like,
doing.
I don't know who the
Like,
fuck
why who's
invited
been in contact with
me.
you?
Look, it's the first of the year. We just, you know,
We'll get back in the
but
jam, I
we'll get
promise.
back into the. Yeah, I've got to return back
I've
to
been managing guests. It's okay,
non-winter.
Liz.
I've got to get back into the non-winter schedule life because, boy, I've just been having a time. But yep, next week is Sewing 101. We have a special guest. You know, if you want to learn about sewing or if you just know about sewing
Me.
but hoping to osmosis some more, come join
Osmosis.
us. Cosmosis some more. You know, so we're getting ready to go. Find your people. You
Find
know,
your people.
hydrate.
Eat.
Don't eat pizza out of the garbage can because you don't know where
And
the
buy
fuck it's
yourself
been.
one of these little fans before cons happen again.
Oh
'cause
yeah,
it's gonna
buy
save
yourself
your
one of
con
those
Oh
if you
yeah,
life.
live,
definitely.
especially if you live in the south or southeast,
Yeah.
because like I love
I don't
it.
know why I'm doing this because now I'm cold.
So you guys have a wonderful night. Our Discord link is in the chat.
It's in the
Um,
chat. Go join
I
it, guys.
just I just need to eat. So like honestly, like later on, if y'all feel like doing Jackbox, I just need to eat and like do the stream decompression. But I'll be here
Yes.
in your dreams. All right, guys. You have a wonderful,
Night, guys.
you have a
Thanks for
wonderful
coming.
night. Thanks for joining us. This is, yay. All right, we're out.
We're